5 conservatives find themselves on the political spectrum.
Trans women in biological women's sports. I honestly think it's a case-by-case basis.
Why do you think that it should be a case-by-case basis? Because I don't think that they should be allowed in women's sports at all.
If you had to rank yourself against others based on a specific trait, what would it say about how you see them and how they see you? To find out, we brought together 5 conservatives and had them rank each other least to most politically right. Then, we had them take the political compass test and rearrange them based on how right they actually are. This is ranking.
I'm Hunter. I do security for a living. I believe in Jesus. I don't really go to church, but that's how I was brought up. I'm also a little bit more libertarian than I am authoritarian. So smaller government, if any.
I'm Cameron. I am not religious at all. I am agnostic. I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years. I am very, very pro-gun. I believe it's my equalizer. I will never be as strong as a stronger male, but I definitely have my right to my Second Amendment and will use it if need be.
My name is Navneet. You can also call me Navi, like from Legend of Zelda. When it comes to my political views, I describe myself as fiscally conservative, but socially I follow more of a paleo-libertarian, school of thought. So I would describe myself as a very constitutionalist. I very much so support the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, but I'd be considered more left-leaning on some other topics, such as I'm an environmentalist. I very much so support the LGBT community because a lot of my friends are part of it. I'm part of it. To be more specific, I'm bisexual. Yeah, and that's also, by the way, the first time I'm saying that publicly.
Oh, well, congratulations.
My name is Kelly. I am from New York, living in Washington, D.C. I am religious. I'm Jewish. I don't support the LGBT community at all. I'm not anti-gay or anything, but I do support traditional values in the home. However, I don't 100% believe that my religious values have anything to do with my conservative values. I try to keep religion out of the way because I know that there are conservatives who are.
How is that valid? What you said just made no sense at all. That literally doesn't. Oh, Chad's getting fucking smoked in chat. Holy.
I'm Maui. I'm originally from Colorado. I'm kind of in a weird spot where I grew up religious and I grew up very liberal. I've been back and forth a lot of topics as far as immigration because I'm half Mexican.
Oh my
it's
God, the
strange
permas are
because
flying.
coming from a traditional Mexican family, they hold a lot of conservative values.
Chad, just don't be weird. It's not that hard,
a
is
lot of
it?
Black people that I know and grew up with have conservative values.
Personally,
if you ask them,
personally,
who you gonna
I wouldn't waste my 5
Welcome to
vote
the
for? It's
jungle.
always going to be Democrat, no matter what. So I find that really interesting that you said that because I have a connection with that.
What do you think are traditions that conservatives hold?
Liking guns. I mean, you're painting with a broad brush. It's common sense things. I think support Constitution. I agree with all the amendments.
Just the general idea that you should be able to pick yourself up by the bootstraps, and if you put in the hard work, you can get to where you want to be. The beauty of this country, no matter who you are, obviously some people have certain factors that will make it easier or harder for them. But I feel in this country, with the amount of opportunity that we have, you can be anyone and get to where you want to be.
This is an interesting question. I don't think being conservative has anything to do with your political affiliation. I think those things are separate, and I think a lot of people confuse the two. We just talked about how the Black community, the Indian community, the Mexican community, they're all a lot of them are conservatives, but they're left-leaning.
I really do believe I don't care what you do in your life. You're a grown adult. You have no effect on me. I'm not religious. Don't force your religion down my throat. Don't force your opinions down my throat. We can have a discussion. I'm very open to having dialogues with anyone. I love to have conversation. Something that's going on right now is the whole trans women in biological women's sports. I honestly think it's a case-by-case basis.
Why do you think that it should be a case-by-case basis? Because I don't think that they should be allowed in women's sports at all.
I agree with you on that. It should be not case per case. It just shouldn't be allowed because we've seen it. I don't know statistics offhand, but people just dominate that are biologically men.
I feel dealing with absolutes in a general sense, in the political discourse, can be a very dangerous thing because, as he mentioned, there are outliers, and we always have to factor those in. So I'm not sure I agree with that, but yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
I think my difference is I don't think that trans women are biological women. I'm not going to be a dick. If you want me to refer to you as she, her, I'll do that. I'll call you by your name. I'm going to give you that respect as a human being.
It's okay to be different.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you guys mean by outliers because they're all men. So what do you mean? I see this as
I have no take. Why? Because I do not care. I feel like the basis of the question isn't the craziest deal, but everybody jumps on that question. It's controversial, and they like to push their opinions because they have a narrative in the back of their head and try to use that as a way to push a narrative. And quite frankly, they don't give a shit about the topic or the base of the question. And you know what? I don't either. I don't give a fuck.
Absolute. Trans women are not women, they're men.
I mean, I would never like call it ignorance or something. It's just everyone has their own views. I can completely understand that.
Should we vote?
Like most of y'all motherfuckers are like scrawny ass 130 pounds like me at the computer all day, fucking gobelinos, dude. And all of a sudden, because it's a trend, it's trend. Oh yeah, my opinion on sports at Olympic level and competition at the highest level degree of performance is this day. Like, dude, fuck off. Like, I like you care, man. Fuck
I mean,
you.
I'm gonna say
I
you're
don't know.
probably a 5.
For me?
Not a bad thing, but yeah. And it's not a bad thing.
1 is the most, 5 is the least.
I put you over
I
there.
put you there.
Yeah.
Me over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Thinking you, number 3, and you, number 2. I felt like
Is it because of the religion?
Yes.
I think there are like two schools of thought we can go with here. We can either go with like traditional conservative values, which one of us like upholds it most, which I feel like you would still be the most, like when it comes to like the traditional values you've described. Or we can go by like policy-wise, whether each one of us falls in line, and I like maybe don't support every single policy of like the Republican Party or just general conservative positions. So we could go in either direction.
I was like, I think you'd be over here. Just because like when I think of like, and I don't mean like a typical conservative, but when I think of a conservative, I think upholds like religion, traditional values.
I can go 3.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay. We're all pro-gun, right? And pro-free speech and everything? Okay, so we're on the same page if it comes to that. Then we can just go into other
Pro-gun.
policies.
Well,
Yeah, guys, where do we draw the line in being pro-gun? They mean like going around with an AK on your back in the middle of the street? I don't know what, because I don't know the basis of pro-gun
how do you
is.
feel on like an abortion topic?
Well, abortion, I feel like dangerous abortion is going to happen if it's got rid of, and there are, I mean, I don't want to go into a small percentage, which it is, but there are late-term ones where the mom will die. And then there's also ones where if you make abortion legal, like coat hangers are a thing. It's sad, but it's true.
So what if we don't count like the extreme cases? Would you say mostly
I think keep
allowed?
life, unless it's gonna harm a life, like the mom or the baby. If it's gonna come out and you can predict it's gonna be fine, then we should keep children alive. Yes.
I guess for me, like I said, I've gone back and forth, and I don't want to be for it, but currently I am for abortion. I don't think anyone wants to be for it, so it's not something that is an easy thing to want to do.
I believe birth control should be free. I 100% support free birth control. I think
What?
that it would dramatically decrease abortions. But I am very much, we need to fix the afterwards as well. So the adoption agency, I think we need to fix that. And I think we need to advocate more for younger women to know about birth control options that we have.
I kind of wanted to bring this up. Is everyone kind of more like an interventionist kind of, thought process, or is it like kind of like isolationist?
Lady?
Or even like in between? Like, do you think we should focus on our country's problems first?
Yes.
Or do you think
absolutely.
Okay, yeah, that's where I
Absolutely.
stand. Yeah.
How are we going to help other countries when we have so many other things?
Yeah, so too much
in
foreign
here?
spending.
Yeah,
Well,
we just sent how much money to Ukraine?
Yeah,
Why?
the problem that I have, okay, is that the general person is, I hate to say it, a dumb person. I include in that, okay? I include in that. I feel like the average person is dumb. So then, I am dumb. The problem when you have things like, and this is my opinion, okay, I'm not even gonna push it, okay, is that guns overall are pretty dangerous, okay? Guns pierce walls, okay? Bullets go across walls and go across the street, and they're dangerous. So then, I just feel like sometimes people that are dumb and aren't considerate, that have access to guns and use them in irresponsible ways, and literally jumping the gun and do weird shit, is very dangerous, in my opinion. So then, I agree that you should be able to defend yourself, but I feel like there should be some sort of I don't know. Fuck yeah.
Why?
Dude,
That has nothing to do with us. We have so much, that money could have went to America.
Yeah, if we're prioritizing that, we can't even like take care of our own people. Like veterans are like starving on the street, they're homeless. I feel like we should do something about that, but we can't because we're focusing on other countries instead of our own people who need help. Does anyone feel differently about their position now?
I don't know. I think
I don't know. There's something serious to me they did about, I don't know, some guy, let's say, ding dong, pizza's here. Oh shit, home invasion. Boom! I didn't know. I don't know. It's scary.
I really focus
Like,
on that whole
no,
like he holds more traditional conservative values than I do.
I think.
Oh, yeah,
Just in
I
that
actually do agree
sense.
with you.
What
I was like, just in that sense, I would switch us.
I think what it was for me is you seemed a lot more passionate and you were more outspoken.
I'm
You
very
seemed a
passionate.
little bit more quieter. So maybe initially I'm
probably
like,
why.
you know what, you're number 2. But now that I'm hearing more opinions,
Yeah.
I would probably agree with switching you too.
I mean,
We're moving.
Okay.
What values does everyone have that they feel like doesn't exactly fall in line with the traditional conservative value or just generally conservative values?
I'm against the wall because I'm a libertarian.
Okay.
I think most people coming here aren't coming here.
And that's somebody, me, growing up, we had guns. Yeah, my family I live in Quebec, okay, it's Kekona, okay? They have land, farms, okay, farms, they are hunters, they have guns, okay? We used to shoot the little clay spinners. Yeah, we had guns, okay? I learned how to shoot very young, okay? We had pellet guns, we had shotgun guns, we had a bunch of guns, and then we had paintball guns, bunch of guns. Yeah, we had guns, okay? And I still had the stake.
To hurt people, they're coming to make money and make a living.
I am actually for the wall, but not because I want to keep people out, strictly because I want to know who's coming into this
I'm a
country
good shooter,
in a
yeah, I'm
good
decent.
sense. Sex trafficking in general comes through our southern border, and so do drugs. So that's the only reason. I don't care if people want to come here.
She said what?
Not because I want.
To make money and make a living.
I am actually for the wall, but not because I want to keep people out, strictly because I want to know who's coming into this country in a good sense. Sex trafficking in general comes through our southern border, and so do drugs. So that's the only reason. I don't care if people want to come here to immigrate, be my guest.
I'm 100% against illegal immigration, and that's not, so I am for the wall, but it's not just the wall, it's the people who are coming here and overstaying their visas. They need to go too.
My position is unique because I immigrated from Mexico
Immigrant equals drug trafficker? Like what?
when I was younger, and I wouldn't be here most likely if it weren't for that. But I do really believe that.
What kind of
illegal
fucking take is
immigration
that?
It's just that illegal.
Now what I'm gonna have you guys
No, what they said. I mean, she is kind of. It's basic what she's saying. Like, don't be weird about it. Don't act like you can't read between the lines, mother sucker. Okay, immigrants from my perspective come from Quebec and being in America, very hardworking people. Yes, immigrants are. In my opinion, my perspective, a great majority of it, very hardworking. They good values. What about it?
grab your phones and
What about it?
go onto the politicalcompass.org and take the political compass test.
Oh, but dude, illegal. You know, dude, this is my most dog shit take. I would have a good. I'm not gonna say it.
I think you did pretty good.
In the fifth spot, we have Maui. And then
I would take a good illegal juicer going hard, doing everything right, than a fucking local cocksucking idiot moron like some of y'all idiots, dude. What about it?
we have Cameron.
I thought I'd be more like 2, 3-ish area.
And then we have Kelly in the third spot.
Whoa.
Everybody's moving downward.
In the second spot, we have Navi.
This says it. Thank God it's in your country then. Dude. Look at Quebec's immigration rates. Look at our cultural diversity. Okay, extremely diverse. Quebec is that massive. What about it? I don't give a fuck.
And in first,
What do I care?
I didn't expect myself to move up this much.
Oh, it's not the point. It's not the point. It's not the point. Okay.
Okay.
Not the point. Oh, but dude, some drugs come from Europe through the borders and the boats, dude. So when they're coming in, they're sneaking drugs into the country. Fuck immigration, dude. Yeah. You're so dumb. Shut up.
The way this like political compass test is framed, like it does evoke
So
certain
dumb.
reactions. So it's not entirely like encompassing of like my views and everything. But yeah, are you any of you guys friends?
I don't know.
I thought I was gonna be third or second. In
Oh,
all
okay.
honesty, I thought I was gonna be over here.
Okay.
Some of those questions, like, I never really thought about before.
Okay, I'm
I
done.
kinda
Sorry.
figured I'd be
I'm strawmanning just
before,
to turn up the chat.
after hearing everyone's opinions.
I mean, I think it's weird that I'm number one and I'm a tall, white, straight male.
Perfect, yeah. If anyone out there who's watching this does not agree with like me or anyone else's political views, please just look at us as people. Everyone has flaws. And I just want people to see that we can bridge that divide by just being human to each other. So just
Guys, I did the poll. Guys, I did the poll. Okay, the political compass. Okay, I think overall I end up being more socially libertarian, overall centrist, economically a little bit more right, but overall downwards.